Well, hello again, everybody. Boyd back with you. Well, I'm just making a quick little shop update video for you guys. I haven't posted a video in a week or two, so I've been really busy around here. I'm working on several different things at once. Been putting a few uploads or updates on my Facebook page with some pictures, but I've been finishing the last of the 3D printing on the Nautilus here, and I'm down to the last few parts. I've probably got about 250 hours of print time between the filament printer and the resin printer. I've printed the main hull parts here with the filament printer, and I'm doing all the little small detail parts with the resin printer, and it's turning out fantastic, you guys. The model's fitting together excellent. I finished up the interior of the salon, posted some neat pictures of that with the lights on and everything and all the detail in there. Even added a couple of cool little Persian carpet rugs on the floor and everything, and you'll see a little bit more of that once we get everything further along. I'm all set up to motorize the propeller here. I actually had it working, the linkage all worked out and everything, but the motor that I chose doesn't spin quite fast enough, so I ordered a different motor that'll work a little bit better. And we're setting this all up with an internal battery with the Tenant Controls remote control board, so I'll be able to control the lighting when the propeller turns. We're going to have sound effects and all kinds of really cool stuff. You can see I use this little hatch up front here that opens up for the main power button. Nice spot to hide that. And so once we turn that on, then we can do everything else with the remote control. That way the battery doesn't go dead when you have it shut off. So that's going to work out really slick. I'm setting this up to where this cabin here can be removable, and then I'll have access to the batteries down below. And we're going to put a soundboard and a speaker in there. I'll show you really quick what I've got for that. I've been working with this new little soundboard. I bought this a couple of months ago, and I finally got around to programming it. The old soundboards that I was using from Big Dogs are no longer available, the old 5-button. This is a 4-button unit with a 320-second memory on it. And so what I really like about it is it seems like it's better quality than the Big Dog board, because this actually looks like it's like an Arduino board. The sound is nice and clear, and I really like the fact that they give you these this extra battery pack here that holds these AAAs instead of those darn coin batteries that die really fast. So they should work really good. Now I've got an aftermarket speaker that I'm using here that's going to actually get mounted inside the hull of the model, and I made a couple of sound effects here. Let me play them for you. First, we got the classic Nautilus cruising sound with the reactor sound. That'll be going on while the propeller is turning. And I've got that set up on a loop where it'll keep playing that constantly until I push the button again. And then we got the famous Nautilus attack sound here. That always reminded me of the Tasmanian Devil. But yeah, this is all going to be set up on the remote control board. The speaker will sound a lot better once it's inside the model. The nice thing about this model is that you can see down below here, it's got these little grates that are actually open, so the sound's going to come out of that really nice. And I tested it out with the speaker down in there, or put it inside, and it sounded really, really good, not muffled or anything. And you can see I'm just starting to do some of the basic putty work and stuff around it. The putty work on this model is going to be really easy to do. The parts are fitting fantastic thanks to the 3D printing, just so much better than the old resin hand molded parts. Everything fits really precise, right down to these little grates here. You can see that we printed on the resin printer, the fine detail on those, and they fit on the model absolutely perfect, and the detail is just awesome on those. So I'm really loving this 3D printing, you guys. You can see over here that I kind of revamped my printing station too. I added a little bit more to my build platform here. Got my printers up a little bit higher, and I got some storage space in there for all my my resins and all my different tools, my gloves, my masks, and everything I use for cleaning up and all that. I've really got this down to a science now, you guys. I'm not having any trouble at all cleaning the parts, getting them off the print bed. Everything's working out really good. A bunch of my friends have been helping me out with pointers here and there on little different things to try and different tools that I needed and everything, and it's just working great. It's kind of cool having the all the printers running, and it's almost like being in the middle of a factory or whatever, having everything printing out on the filament printer and this one at the same time. So I'm just really getting into the 3D printing. Over here you can see I've been working on the Enterprise refit. A lot of you guys have been asking about that. I'll be back with an update on this in the early part of the week and take you through a whole video on that. Right now what I'm doing is I finished up all the main Aztecing on the saucer. If I can tilt this just the right way and you guys can see it, There's the beautiful gold and blue coming through. And then over here, I'm doing the tertiary color, if you can see that. I've started working around to like my 4th or 5th panel. And the paintwork on this is coming out beautiful, you guys. Nice and smooth, no issues at all. The masks are working great, and I've really got myself into a groove on that. So what I'm going to be wind up doing is I'm going to work my way around, and I'll save the last couple of panels to the end to show you how I'm doing it. And then we're going to finish up by painting on some of the details, like the phaser banks, the thruster ports, and a few things like that. Put our registry name down on it, and the top part of the saucer will be done. I want to work my way around to the edge and do the Aztecing on the edge of the saucer around the sensor bands, and that way I can put the sensor band decals that we just got from Jerry, the ones that I talked about. He's sent me a nice set of those, a prototype set, and it looks like they're going to work fantastic. You guys are going to fit on there perfectly, and they're going to look really, really nice. I think you guys are going to want to try those after you see how well they turn out on your future refit build and get that sensor band detail looking nice. Over here I've got some more work I'm doing on the Nomad. I ordered in some automotive 2K. I've been sanding on these, his main body part's been done, but I've been sanding on the upper and lower sections here, and I've got these styration lines smoothed out. Now I'm going to spray over this with some automotive 2K clear, and that's going to have these parts looking smooth as glass, you guys. And a lot of people don't know that you can do that with this automotive 2K clear on these 3K or these printed, filament printed parts, and get rid of all those styration lines and not lose all your detail. A lot of guys out there are using like liquid resin and stuff, or a lot of body filler and all that. I'm going to show you that this 2K clear is going to work really, really good. I think it'll kind of change the way people think about finishing these off, or if you need something to look really nice, if you printed it in clear and it's looking a little bit dull, you can spray that on there and it'll look absolutely like polished glass. So, and it'll stay that way too. You can't use the cheap spray can stuff, guys. It doesn't work. You got to use the good stuff, the automotive 2K with the accelerator, and it goes on a little bit thicker than regular clear, and it'll stay that perfectly clear wet look that you're looking for. So then you can spray your regular paint over the top of that, and this thing will be looking fantastic, guys. You won't even be able to tell this was a 3D printed model after I'm done with it, even though it's all been done, with the filament type printer. So a lot of cool stuff to come up in the next couple of days, you guys. I'll be putting out several videos over the next week and a half or so. I've also got another parts pack that came in for the GT40 build that I'm working on, and I'll show you another update on that as well. I'm really having fun. That's a really nice model and getting more and more interesting as I go. So that's pretty much it for now, you guys, just to kind of get you caught up. I haven't died or anything like that. Just really, really busy. I'm not used to working on more than one project at a time, and I've got several things going on right now. But I'm having a lot of fun, especially with this 3D printing. It's just been fantastic, and I'm hooked on it, you guys. A lot more to come on that. Got some future models already planned. Once I clear the Nomad and get that off to my client, we're going to be digging our heels deep into the refit and some more 3D printing. So you can look forward to that if you guys are into that. All right, guys. Well, that's about it for this time. I'll be back with a video on the Enterprise refit in probably either Monday or Tuesday, and then a little bit more on the Nautilus, and we'll just kind of go from there. Take care out there. We'll see you next time, everybody, and happy modeling.